Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm glad you guys have been enjoying the video so far. I'm outside today. It's a pretty beautiful morning. So I thought it was worth making a video outside. There's a couple things I want to open with, I guess. Firstly, this is not related to the video at all. I'm gonna make videos, I think, maybe 2 a week now. I think I'm gonna try to make those videos be Sunday, Wednesday. I think that splits up the video pretty well into 2 days a week. Because I like the idea that, I like the idea of making videos every day, but I just feel like I can't make the same quality every day. It's pretty draining when I, write down all my ideas, I practice what I have to say, and it takes like 2 hours out of my day, sometimes, and I'm not complaining about that when I say that. I'm just saying, I want to do this as a hobby, and I want to do this as something where I can have high quality things to say every video, and so when I can split my time up on making these videos throughout the week, and not every day, it makes them a lot better, and it's a lot more manageable. The other thing I have to say is, I guess it goes hand in hand with the video, so I'll start off with what I have to say. So, just to give background context, I was on Instagram, and I saw this video, and it's this kid at his valedictorian speech, and he's talking about this J. Cole song. If you haven't listened to J. Cole, you should. He's awesome. I love him. He's like my favorite artist right now. And there's my favorite J. Cole song. It's called Love Yours. And in this kid is talking about, in his valedictorian speech, he's talking about, he starts it off with Love Yours. He says, the main thing that is repeating in the chorus of the song is, there's no such thing as a life that's better than yours. And I really agree with that, you know? But it means a lot of things. And so what this kid says is that, why would you compare your life to someone else's? And you know, that really made me think. You know, that really struck a chord in me, and it really resonated with me. So that's something I want to talk about today, is not comparing ourselves to others. So, from a personal level, I like to say that I'm not the happiest. I don't always have the easiest time mentally, and that's a reoccurring thing for me. I generally have felt pretty lonely for a long period of time in my life, and that's not to the fact that I have no friends, but I just feel lonely sometimes, you know. I really hate being alone. I like having someone to talk to, or something to do with people. But I really struggle with that even sometimes, because I'm really anxious when I'm around people. I'm really conscious of what people have to say. And, you know, in my previous video, is something that I've personally been working on, is worrying less about what others have to say. But, you know, it's not that simple for me, you know. But I'm working on it, obviously. But I'm very conscious of what other people have to say. So that's why it sometimes sucks for me to be in a group or around a lot of people. I feel very anxious. I feel, you know, sometimes even lonelier in groups than by myself, which sucks, you know. That's obviously not something that's easy. But that brings me back to my main point. I still wouldn't trade my life for anyone else's, even if I'm not the happiest or the most social or the most handsome or the, you know, funniest or the smartest. I wouldn't trade my life for anyone else's, because, you know, there's stuff I care about in my life. You know, I have my family, you know, the friends I do have. Not to say that I don't have, like, many friends. I'm just, you know, the friends I have, I'm very grateful for. I'm grateful for my dog. She's down there in our yard. I'm grateful to have a home. I'm grateful to, you know, have all this stuff. And so, you know, I'm so happy to have the life I live that I feel like I shouldn't compare it to anyone else's. And that's something else I really struggle with. You know, I really struggle with comparing myself to other people. Other people I'll see on social media a lot of the time. And this is why I've been taking a step back from social media. I mean, I've been trying to be less active, you know, on those platforms, because I feel like a lot of the time they just bring me down. I'll see people, you know, post these big group things, or maybe they go out and they're at a party, or they're on a date, you know, or like a date for like a dance, you know, or whatever, so on and so forth. And it makes me feel like I'm behind those people sometimes. And so then I start comparing my life to them. I'm like, man, I can't do this, or man, I haven't done this, and I don't feel like I'm gonna do this, blah 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 blah. But I have no reason to compare my life to theirs, because we just live different lives. So there's this analogy I came up with that I really like. We're all living life kind of like a race. But, you know, and a lot of the time, maybe in this race, we feel like we're behind people. We're behind our peers. Maybe we're behind someone we see on social media. Maybe we're behind, whoever. Maybe you're not as good at football as, an NFL running back was. Like, say you're running back. Maybe you're not as good as a pro football player as this guy was when he was, 12, when he was 11. But, you're running your own race. And in this race, we're not running a 100-meter dash. We're not running a 200-meter. We're running a marathon. Maybe 3, 4, 5 marathons, And the marathon doesn't end, but we're just going at our own pace, You don't need to sprint to the end, or you don't need to sprint to get to where someone else is. You just need to take it at your own pace. Learn things about yourself. Understand your life and understand, what's happening in it. How you can help yourself before you sprint to be someone else. It's okay, because to feel sad, or feel lonely, or to not understand stuff. And those are all things I struggle with. Sorry about my dog. And so it's just really important to have that, self-respect, and to have that compassion for yourself, that it's okay to not be maybe as far along as someone else, or to not feel as much as someone else, because you are perfectly fine the way you are. And so you just need to keep taking life at your own pace. You don't need to rush to get to be just someone else. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys, this video finds you all, in happy, healthy states of mind. And I hope if it doesn't, I hope it can help you in some way. To not feel less than someone, to understand that you're just living your own life, and that you're doing your best, and you're working your hardest, and that you don't need to compare your life to someone else's. So with that being said, love yours, and I'll see you later.